Welcome to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle, LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off is a public interest forum that encourages your voice to be heard on the topics and issues impacting our local communities. We invite you to be part of the conversation by calling or texting 219-362-0522. You may also email your questions to soundoff at 967theeagle.com. This is a topic-based program, and we ask that you keep your comments brief, concise, and related to the topic being discussed. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the hosts or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. The on-air line is now open for your calls or texts at 219-362-0522. And now, Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome to Sound Off on this Friday. Stan Maddox here, our guest today. We have school superintendent from the Township School Corporation, Paige McKnowtie. Recently became superintendent, replacing Pamela Moore. Pamela Moore had another opportunity, had another school district, and she took it. So Paige McKnowtie is now the superintendent of Township Schools. Paige, welcome to Sound Off today.
Thank you very much. So excited to be here.
Well, I guess Pamela Moore took a job in Delphi to be closer to her husband's family, right?
Her husband's family is from that area, and a position opened up there, and they decided that they wanted to move closer, and so they moved their kids and family, and she is off and running there, doing great. I spoke with her a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you've been superintendent just for what, 4 or 5 weeks?
I've been there since end of July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still getting your feet wet?
Still getting my feet wet. It's a great district, lots to learn though. Wonderful staff, wonderful family. We had an open house for the beginning of the school year and had just a huge turnout, and it was great to meet all the families. It's a very family-centered, supportive environment, so I'm enjoying it a lot.
All right. Once again, if you have a question or want to send us a text message, our Sowers GMC on-air and text line, 362-0522. Well, tell us about yourself, Paige. I understand you're no stranger to being a superintendent. You were like a top educator in places like Gary, East Chicago. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, well, I'm from Valparaiso, Indiana. I started off as a teacher at Boone Grove and taught there for many years at the middle school and high school level, and then got my administrative degree and actually moved to Illinois and was a principal for many years, and then became the assistant superintendent for the state in Illinois for a period of time. And then I had twins at the young age of 40. And so after I had twins with my husband, when they were about 3, we decided we needed to move back home because we needed help. And my family still lived in Valparaiso, and my husband's family was from Gary. So we moved back to Valparaiso, and I was offered the superintendency in East Chicago. And so I became the superintendent in East Chicago for about 5 years. And after I left East Chicago, the state superintendent at the time, Dr. Jennifer McCormick, asked me to go to Gary because they were under the state takeover. And so I became the state-appointed superintendent in Gary for about 4.5 years and helped them transition back to local control. And I think they're in good shape now, and they just need to fly the plane. So I'm wishing them well.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, perhaps it's like riding a bicycle, no matter what school district you know how to do it, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Schools are similar, functions are similar, but certainly cultures are different with whatever school district you go to. And again, I'm loving where I'm at. We've got lots of new initiatives that are happening at Township that I'd love to share with you. Great things on the horizon, and we've got a solid staff that are working on some things on students' behalf. We have a fabulous robotics program, as I'm sure they've been talking about for years. Our assistant coach took over as our head coach for robotics, Savannah, and so she has picked up and hasn't missed a beat. And we've also added go-karts to our menu this year. So we're going to have some go-karts in the Scarecrow Parade that's coming up next weekend. And students will actually then start building go-karts at our school, and we're planning on racing them at the Purdue little Grand Prix as that evolves. So that's an exciting new development for our school.
Yeah, I bet that'll be one of the more popular
For
offerings,
sure,
right?
For sure, yeah. So we're looking forward to that.
So they'll learn how to build the go-karts and race them.
Correct, yeah.
They're the push kind, though, right? They don't have motors.
No, I believe they have motors.
Wow.
Yeah, they have motors. So we'll have a sample of one in the parade that the students will be walking next to, and one of our teachers driving. So look for us there. In addition, we're doing lots of new capital projects at our school district this year. It'll probably take us about a year to complete them, but investing lots of money into the school corporation as far as all new windows and HVAC, that type of stuff to keep things new and improved. Our track is about complete at our school and a soccer field so that the students will have a new track and soccer field, and we're going to also open it up to the community to walk on, so that'll be fun. We have a new athletic building in the back of our school, which will have a weight room, a golf simulator, and a baseball pitch area for the students. And so we're definitely investing into our students, into the community there. So we're really excited.
Yeah, I want to know more about the baseball pitch.
Yeah,
maybe you can open it to the public or something.
Yeah, come and look it over. We'd love to share it with you.
Right.
Yeah, it's
all right.
very nice.
Now, when are the people going to be given a chance to walk on the new track?
The new track should be done in about 3 weeks, so they can start walking, and we'll probably do a big, community grand opening and celebrate that. So stay tuned.
All right. Yeah. Spongy surface,
I
suppose.
Spongy
that's
surface,
how
better on the
tracks
back,
are
right?
nowadays. Yeah, right,
exactly. So it's looking great. We're excited. We're close to completion. So it's been a labor of love for sure. In addition, we have really expanded and are pushing on our virtual school option. I was chatting with your colleague here about students, not only for us, but all across the states have seen a decline in enrollment due to COVID. A lot of students just didn't come back to school. And so we're making an opportunity for them to continue on with their education virtually. And so we have definitely seen an increase in the virtual education platform, not only for us, but I'm sure you're reading lots of schools are starting to do that. Mm-hmm. And so we have been broadcasting for those who are wanting a smaller school environment and more hands-on approach to please check us out and look at our virtual options. We're pushing that out statewide. So you don't have to just take a student that are living 10 minutes within your radius. We take students from Indianapolis, for example, joining us virtually. So that's a good thing. We just want kids to be involved in school and get their education. So that's a great new thing for us to add to our addition at our school. And then a new thing that was new to me even was esports. That's also a big new thing that the schools are competing.
Yeah, esports.
Esports, right? And so we are competing in esports this year. We have a team that's been put together, and we're competing in Tetris, chess, and Mario Kart. And so they're competing against all sorts of other schools around the state, and the kids are doing great. So it's been fun to watch.
Wow.
That's
now, the esports, is that something that started just this fall
semester?
Just
this fall, yeah. So it's a new thing, and we're learning as we go. But the kids, they're better at it than we are, so they picked it up and ran with it. And we have a club director that's working with them, and there's all sorts of schools are already involved with us as well. So.
I hear they're like almost
popular.
Professional athletes.
Correct.
These esports people are actually getting paid.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's very popular. So I'm watching and learning too.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, right.
That's a whole new thing for me, but I love it. So so that's been a new thing. And then we also started a bowling team this year, so that's new to us as well. So we're competing with other schools. We have our first competition coming up the first week of October, and we'll be competing against other schools in the region, and we think that we're going to be very successful.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So you got your hands full already.
Yeah, I love it.
The drone program, that was something I think that began last year, right?
Yes.
So that's continuing
That's
on this year.
continuing on, right? It's very, very solid program with our drones, robotics, STEM, all of that is very strong at our school district.
I guess it's all wrapped up in the one, right?
It is. It's I think my very first day there, actually, we had, when I was taking a tour, we had students there all summer long still working on it. So it's not like it just goes from August to to May or June, the students are very invested, and they came all summer working on their projects, and the teachers were there and parent volunteers. So it's a very robust program that's growing.
And if memory serves, that's one of the smaller drone programs in the state, and still finished pretty high last year.
Competitive, right? Which is very commendable.
Going up against a lot of the Indianapolis schools
Correct.
And stuff, and still doing really, really well. Which
Correct.
I remember that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's very good.
It's like a Hoosier story.
That's right.
But it's esports. Right. Yeah, drones. Right.
Drones.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe call yourselves the Hickory Huskers in drones or something.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So lots of new things going on.
Yeah.
And anything else new that you want to tell us about?
Well, we're completing our process of deeding over the old lacrosse building to the community schools. So we are close to completion with that. And so that's a group that's going to be purchasing that side of the building, and they're going to repurpose it for adult education is what they're telling us, and some early childhood, preschool type stuff. And I know they're talking about maybe some healthcare options there as well. We will continue to keep the gym portion of the Tiger Den and run our games out of there. We've invested a lot of money. It looks fabulous. Come and join us for a game sometime. We've redone all the concession stands there, and it's looking great. So, but that's close to completion as well.
All right. Yeah, the Tiger Den, 75 years old,
yeah,
right?
Historic, beautiful.
Has there been a celebration yet?
There will be.
Okay.
Yes, up and coming.
Okay. Yeah, because Dr. Moore was saying there was going to be a celebration.
There is going to be a
at some
celebration,
point,
but we wanted to finish the concession stand. We redid the whole concession stand, painting, parking lots being done. So we're close to completion on that, and then we'll have a big celebration.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we know when that's going to happen yet?
We do not have a date yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have maybe some former athletes?
That would be
a reunion
yeah,
or
that would
something?
be great. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, the Tiger Den, it's the epitome of Indiana Hoosier basketball.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, nice, comfortable setting,
Yeah.
small and loud.
Loud, and the big wood ceiling that, like you would see in a Hoosiers. Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I love
the high school building's been sold then?
It's being sold. Very close to completion of being sold. We're in the process with our attorneys and their group of finishing it out.
All right. Do they have a time frame as far as when they hope to begin using it for adult education or some type of
I would say that,
early childhood center?
I would say that the process of the sale will be done within the next maybe 60 days, and so they'll have the keys, and then they can start from there. But I'm sure, maybe by second semester, January, they'll have some activity happening over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name of the group?
The Schoolhouse Group.
The Schoolhouse
I thought it was
Group.
Schoolhouse Community Group, I believe is what it's called. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great. So what was the sale price? Or what is? Is it a donation?
No, it's a sale price, but it was not a lot.
No.
Yes. We just wanted it to go to a community group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So something that could be used in a positive way for the community. And so we have a great group of community members who have stepped forward and are going to take it over.
Great.
Yeah.
And they're all local residents who make up this organization.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they plan on some sort of extravagant renovation, perhaps?
Well, they're going to need to do some definite renovations in it for sure. I know that the gentleman who owns the hangar is one of the people that is on this group, and so he and I have met and talked about it several times. So definitely they're going to have to do some rehab and parcel out sections for the different groups that want to use it, and we'll work with them and helping with that.
All right. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, we got to take a quick commercial break. Stay with us here on Sound Out.
The area's largest garden center and stone yard is Smalls. Create a beautiful outdoor living space with Smalls' 30% off sale going on now. 30% off all plants, trees, shrubs, evergreens, and arborvitaes. Plus, Smalls' unique selection of outdoor living decor items are now also 30% off. Time to start planning your next project? Shop Smalls Stone Yard for the biggest selection of beautiful flagstone for your patio and walkway areas. Plus, Smalls has outcropping natural wall stone and fire pits for your landscaping needs. On sale in Smalls Garden Center, red, black, and brown mulch along with cedar mulch, hardwood mulch, log chips, and topsoil. At Smalls, you'll find a huge selection of decorative stone, wash stone, limestone, slag, and boulders. If you'd like someone else to do the work for you, no problem. Just ask Smalls to deliver and plant your purchase. Swing by and save with the 30% off sale going on now at Smalls Garden Center, Stone Yard and Gift Shop. US 20 in LaPorte, open Monday through Saturday from 8 till 5, Sunday from 10 till 4.
At Friedman and Associates, one of our practice areas is utility law. For 25 years, we've worked with county commissioners of both political parties to hold NIPSCO's feet to the fire, not only on rates, but on service as well. We've been able to win millions in rate credits and refunds for ratepayers in our county. And we blocked NIPSCO's plan to close the service center on West State Road 2. Now, while we've had our successes, it's gotten tougher in recent years because the Utility Commission has bent over backwards to satisfy the deep-pocket investor-owned utilities. And NIPSCO's electric rates are now the highest in Indiana, putting the squeeze on both family and business budgets. But with 3 of the 5 members of the Utility Commission resigning before the end of this year, we've got a chance to start holding the line again on these endless rate increases. Call the governor at 317-232-4567 and ask him to appoint consumer-friendly members to the Utility Commission. It's time to hold NIPSCO accountable again. The preceding paid for by Friedman and Associates, standing up for you.
It's your home for Slicer Sports and 96.7 The Eagle. Don't miss a single down from Slicers football live on air with us. Whether we're on the road or home at Kiwanis Field, you can catch every touchdown and exciting moment with Slicers football live every week this season on 96.7 The Eagle. Sponsored by MC Doors, Raymond and Spence Insurance, Michiana Insurance Services, Edward Jones, Salisbury and Spence, Giggles Boutique, Flanagan Tire, Lakeside Auto Works, Child Support Division of LaPorte County Prosecutor's Office, Keller Limestone Services, Pavey Excavating at Stone Yard, Madison Motors, Steve Seiler State Farm, Cannon's Automotive Service, and Birdine Auto Body. Go Slicers!
Michiana weather.
A blend of clouds and sun this afternoon with daytime highs approaching 87. Slight chance of rain showers tonight, lows around 60, cloudy skies. From the Weather Center at HometownNewsNow.com. Currently 86.
What are you waiting for? The lines are open on Sound Off. Text or dial your questions now to 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off on 96.7, The Eagle.
And welcome back to Sound Off on this Friday afternoon. Stan Maddox here. Our guest once again, Paige McKnowtie, Superintendent of Township School Corporation. Give us a call, 362-0522, or send us a text message. I've been catching up on some of the latest new things happening at Township. And let's talk about enrollment.
Sure.
A lot of school corporations, they're curious to see what they started the fall semester with. Were there any drastic changes from last year's enrollment?
No, there's no drastic changes, and we're very optimistic that our enrollment's going to go up. We have not seen a big decline in our enrollment, and I think the addition of these new programs and the great staff that we have, we're going to continue to build upon that.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You mentioned a lot of school corporations are seeing, gradual, just slowly enrollment declines. Birth rates aren't as high as they used to be, and so on and so forth. So you're pretty steady then. You're seeing maybe just a slight drop, or?
I think we've only had a couple kid drop, but we've picked up some virtual students. So I think we're about even right now. Of course, the count date is not here yet, and so we're optimistic we're going to pick up some more before now and the count date. So,
what's about 200 students or so in
we got
K
about
through 12?
We got about 262.
262.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Plugging right along,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
And come join us, anybody who's interested. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, that's the name of the game nowadays
Right?
in many ways, is trying to market yourself
Unfortunately,
to attract
schools,
students.
Schools have to brand themselves and market themselves. It's a very different than I think when school administrators and superintendents went to become administrators back in the day. You weren't trained on that because that was not part of the deal. Now it is. We all compete against each other. We have to market ourselves, brand yourself. Especially your schools have to go for referendums now. So it's a full-time, year-round campaign to sell your services.
I know it's more of a competitive environment nowadays, but do you know of any school corporations that really lose a lot of students because they prefer what's offered somewhere else? It seems like, you might have a small percentage of a difference because of kids transferring, but do you know of any schools where they've lost a lot of kids or gained a lot of kids?
I know Portage has lost a lot of kids, and I think that people are moving. I'm not sure all the reasons why, but I know that they have lost a lot of kids. I know that they're closing one of their schools eventually and downsizing a little bit. But I also think schools are just being very cautious with their dollars, and obviously we have to maximize every cent. Now we can't have Taj Mahals that aren't full. They have to be full because we can't afford them not to be anymore.
Right. All right. If you have a question or want to shoot us a text message, give us a call, 362-0522. Paige McKnowtie, Superintendent of Tri-Township School Corporation, is our guest today. Have you had a chance to perhaps map out some goals for yourself for this current school year at Tri-Township?
Yeah, I've worked really closely with our two principals that we have there who are fabulous, Brian McMahon and Alyssa Clemens, and we've talked a lot about things that we want to accomplish and this year and perhaps like 3 years from now. A lot of them are the capital projects. Certainly a lot of it is growing our enrollment and telling our story. A lot of people don't know what we offer, and I think it's really important to talk to the families in the surrounding area to let them know some students just don't do better in a bigger school, and that's okay. We offer a smaller school setting. Our test scores are fabulous. Every single one of our second graders passed iRead early. You don't have to pass iRead till third grade. Every single one of our second graders has already passed.
Wow.
That's huge. And so you don't get that in a larger school district. We have smaller class sizes. You get much more individual attention. So I think it's important for us to tell our story to the families and see if that's something that works for them so that they can make those choices for them and their kids.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Second graders already passing a year in advance.
Exactly. So we're really proud of that. And I don't think a lot of people know all of the things that we offer even for a small school. So our goal is to tell our story to people, market ourselves, and again, market our virtual options so that they know. In addition, our goals would be those capital projects that I shared with you. We are going for some bonds this year to pay for those. Our board has done a fabulous job with the finances, in my opinion. They've done a great job keeping their eye on the dollars and eye on the prize so that they have been healthy with their budget. And we have at Tri-Township the lowest tax rate around 14 cents. And so with the bond, it will increase a little bit, but it still is going to be virtually one of the lowest in the state. But I think that's because they've been so wise and prudent with their dollars that they've been able to do that. So now we're in a good shape for going for the bond, that we're still going to be low and enable us to do this without tapping into our operation dollars, which is a great thing.
Yeah. With the more one-on-one instruction, that's really impressive. Your test scores are high at Tri-Township, it seems like, every year.
Yeah, and graduation rate is high. So,
yeah.
Good things to
Wasn't
look
it
at.
100% last year?
I think it was 100% last year, maybe 99 before that or something. But, virtually every student is graduating and has. We've got our 8th graders. I think this is also something that people don't know. As an 8th grader, you can earn 4 credits for high school as an 8th grader. And I know that no other local high school around us is offering 4 credits as an 8th grader. So we need to make sure the families know that, because it's really important. If you're looking to move on to college, you can graduate a year early or leave with all these credits and perhaps shave a year off of your college career and save that money, which is very important in today's world, right? So we want to make sure we're offering all these options for our students so that they can have dual credit opportunities, AP classes, career technical education opportunities, and we offer all of that for free.
Yeah, no kidding. In the state, of course, the legislature changed the graduating requirements. It's more of it leans a little bit more toward the ready to work world, right?
Correct.
So what have you guys done to reflect what the state wants the schools to do?
Yeah, so we partner with LaPorte, Michigan City for their CTE programming. So we already bus students to the CTE program there that are interested in those strands. We're also looking to add some at our own school, like early childhood strands that they can do within our school district. We're also going to be looking at starting a business committee at our school so that those who live close to us and have businesses, we've got lots of farmers close to us, we've got libraries, churches, so there's lots of opportunities that the students can go there and do their internships and see radio, for example, see if it's something that they're interested as a career. So we're going to be leaning on our partners. We've been spotlighting them once a month, people that have graduated from our school district, you might have seen, who are doing great things. We've got judges and doctors and, all sorts of things that we need to tap into to say they graduated from here. They're doing great. Now give back to our school. Come in and be a speaker for the students in those classes so that they can see what options are available for them.
Right. I'd imagine you have some agriculture classes, right?
Yes, definitely. So it's been a good thing. We did have Mr. Riley in, and he came in and spoke and did a spotlight with us, and he's going to continue to partner with us. And he owns a lot of farmland there and has been very successful.
All right. I guess
that's
pretty important in that area, farming for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. 362-0522. That's our number to call or text. Again, our guest today is Tri-Township School Corporation Superintendent Paige McKnowtie. So give us a call, 362-0522. Have you figured out yet the financial impact from the statewide property tax reform? It seems like all local governments and schools are trying to put the numbers together and squeeze the numbers. Have you figured out what you might lose?
Yeah, we've had our financial consultants meet with us a couple of times. And again, I think because the board and our school district has been very prudent, we're actually going to be in good shape. I feel really bad for a lot of the larger districts and some of our surrounding districts. They're going to get hit pretty hard. We will, but we're in a spot where we've got enough cash flow and money in our operations fund that we're going to be okay. And again, taking out this bond to offset, and we won't have to tap into our own savings is going to be a good thing. So we're going to be okay.
Oh, okay, so the floating of the bond issue, that's to kind of cover the losses somewhat.
So we don't have to use our own rainy day or our operations funds, correct?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So, yeah.
No building projects or anything like that. It's just to kind of help get through this transitionary period.
We're not doing any new buildings other than the projects I shared with you already. Yeah. Okay. Enhancements to what we already have.
All right.
Yeah, great enhancements, actually. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got to take another quick commercial break. Stay with us here on Sound On.
Looking for a used vehicle you can trust? At Sowers GMC, every GM-certified used vehicle passes a rigorous inspection and comes with a clean Carfax, so you know you're getting quality. Plus, enjoy an extra 12 months or 12,000 miles of warranty for added peace of mind. Stop by today, 1900 East Lincoln Way in LaPorte, or visit online at SowersAutos.com. At Sowers GMC, let us show you the difference, because when you start with a better car, you end up with a better car.
Ugh, I just don't know what to do anymore. It's been so difficult dealing with the kid's father, and he hasn't paid child support in months.
I felt the same way until I turned to the child support department at the LaPorte County Prosecutor's Office.
Really? You called the prosecutor on your child's father?
It's not what it sounds like. They have a department to help with child support payments. They even help establishing paternity and with health insurance and medical orders for your child.
Thank you. Maybe a call to the child support department at the prosecutor's office is the help I need.
If you're not already banking at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union, you may be wondering what the differences are between Grand Heritage and others, like banks. Stop by today and let them show you how to put more money in your pocket by banking with Grand Heritage, a credit union. Like free checking, Christmas clubs, auto loans, Visa credit cards, children's accounts with no fees and no minimum balances. You'll also enjoy the easy-to-use mobile app and online banking at Grand Heritage. When you're out of town, you'll be able to bank at one of over 5,000 shared branches across the United States. Oh, and when you call Grand Heritage, you'll get a real person on the line, not some automated attendant. And you can take comfort in knowing that all decisions are made locally. It's simply better banking with Grand Heritage, here locally since 1955 at 201 Kumler Drive, LaPorte. Your money is federally insured by NCUA at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union.
Tradio on 96.7 The Eagle, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. is brought to you in part by Haverstock Funeral Homes and the Child Support Division of the LaPorte Prosecutor's Office. Call in on the Sowers GMC on-air line and tell us what you have to buy, sell, or trade, and host Kathy Reese and Dennis Siddell will take care of you. A LaPorte County tradition like none other. Tradio, weekdays at 9, part of the Morning Mayhem on 96.7 The Eagle.
Over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles at Autopark.com and Autopark Automotive in Sturgis, Bremen, LaPorte, and Plymouth. Autopark.com.
Your opinion matters. We invite you to share it by calling the on-air line at 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome back to Sound Off. Our guest today is Paige McKnowtie, Superintendent at Township Schools. Hey, we got a text message. This person is asking, will the gym at La Crosse still be used for varsity basketball games?
Absolutely.
You mentioned that
earlier.
Yeah,
we're going to use it for all of our games, but absolutely varsity basketball games. Please come join us.
How long will the Tigers Den be around, do you think? Is there any talk about maybe replacing it someday, or heaven forbid?
No, I think it's a well-loved piece of our school district, and there is no talk at all about closing that gym. I think it's a historic piece of our culture and our identity. So I know that the district has put a lot of money into making sure that it looks good and is renovated. Again, doing the parking lot, looking at doing the locker rooms were just redone over. The roof was just redone over, painting. So no, we're not closing it because we're investing money to keep it looking great.
Okay, great. Yeah, no kidding. It's a great place to watch a sporting event, that's for sure.
Definitely.
I understand collective bargaining with the teachers. That's going to begin pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
Or has it begun already?
So it's collective bargaining season statewide. So they've all have started and have to be wrapped up here in the next, several weeks. We start today. So today is our first session. We're going to meet today after school with the teachers union. I'm feeling very optimistic. I think we're going to get it done in one session. We value our teachers very much, and we're going to work really hard to make sure that we compensate them accordingly. So feeling very good about that.
Yeah, we hear a lot about, the need for pay increases for teachers.
Well, that's statewide.
Yeah, statewide. Right.
It's a shame.
So you think things are going to get done pretty quickly? You don't anticipate any snags or major issues getting in the way?
I do not. I think we're going to have a one and done. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling optimistic.
All right. Well, that's great. Yeah. Anytime you can have a one and done, that's a good thing, right?
I agree. We're going to do that. We're going to look for a 2-year contract as well. So that would be a wonderful thing for them and us. The other thing that's on the horizon that we're working with our staff, teachers with, is the TAG grant. It's the Teacher Appreciation Grant money that teachers are eligible for. It has been available to all teachers who had a highly effective evaluation. You were eligible to receive a lump sum stipend that was paid every December to staff members. Well, the Department of Ed, the government, I guess, has changed the rubric for how the funds now are eligible for staff. And we just got the guideline on that here in the last 10 days from the state. It won't be paid out until April this year, and it's only available to 20% of the staff. And so while I understand perhaps some of the reasoning behind that, it makes it uncomfortable or a little bit difficult because you're pitting staff against each other. It's only eligible for those staff who are directly making an impact on academic increases. And as a former special ed teacher, that's really difficult for those who are teaching special ed, PE, art, music, those things that perhaps don't directly impact test scores, although I would say they do. They're supporting those efforts, but it's really difficult to measure that. So they have put some other things in the rubric, like if you're in a leadership position or committees that can be involved in that rubric as well, but it is difficult. So we are going to be working with our staff on that so that we can get a rubric together and compensate those teachers in April. So that's on the horizon.
Yeah, how much of a stipend can they receive?
So there's 3 tiers of a stipend, and off my memory, I think the top tier was $7,000. The middle tier, I believe, was $5,000, and then the lower tier, I think, was $3,000, $3,500, something like that.
Comes in handy.
It does.
Wow.
It came in more handy at December, I would tell you, but that's just me.
Right. No kidding.
And the other thing I forgot to mention was our wonderful preschool and our after-school care. Our district offers preschool to our families. We also offer after-school care, which is a very valuable thing, speaking from a mom who has twins, it's a great opportunity for those who want to learn about our district or experience our district and have a safe, educational place for your student to be after school while you're finishing work. And then come get your kiddo. So we do offer that. It's at a very, very low rate. So check us out. We would love to have your little one with us.
How much does it cost?
I believe it's like $10 a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's very, very, very affordable.
Yeah, child care is, most people know, that's the cost. That's a major issue for a lot of families.
Issue. I remember, yes. So, and
I do too.
Yes, I know you mentioned you had twins as well. So, yeah, and they have a great place. They're in a school setting. They get to enjoy our playground and our facilities and be with a licensed teacher. So it's a good opportunity. And then, of course, we would love for them to stay with us as they enter kindergarten, and they're already used to our setting and the staff. So it's a good natural transition. All
right. Well, that's great. How many students do you have in the preschool and after-school program?
I'd say we have maybe... I'm going to say 20 in our preschool, and then our after-school program, maybe 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's brand new this year?
No, it is not brand new.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not brand new, just growing it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, great. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate
I just want to make
that.
sure we told people, because I think some people don't know about it. So.
Yeah. People appreciate things of that nature, sure. All right. Give us a call, 362-0522. Our guest today is Paige McKnowtie, Superintendent at Troy Township School Corporation. Time's winding down just a little bit. Anything else that you haven't talked about that you want to get at real quick?
Yeah, so again, we are inviting anybody who would love to be a guest speaker to come into our CTE classes and our business classes, such as yourself, to come in and talk about how do you become a radio broadcaster? What does it take? The ins and outs of that. We're talking to other local businesses. Anybody who's wanting to partner with us, to please contact us and come in and share your knowledge with us. Students don't know what's available until they hear. And, we can only share with them so many things. It's better to hear from someone who's actually doing it. So we would love for you to join us, Dan.
Okay.
I would invite Meatball, but he's leaving, I understand. We wish you well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have to find another meatball. That might not be so easy.
You're going to have to bring in a student intern. That would be a good thing to train one of our high school students.
They can be the meatball sub.
There you go.
That's
exactly. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. I figured food would somehow work into it. He's got a liking for food. All right, boy, about a minute to go. So right now, here we are in September. October will be here before you know it, and November, December, and the first semester will be over. Time flies, as we all know. So any specific goals for the first fall semester? Do you have things? I suppose you have some goals set, say, for the first semester, or do you look at things for the whole school year?
Yeah, we're looking at things for the whole school year, but specifically academic-wise, our new to our school this year is we have late starts on Fridays, and also we have professional development built into our schedule, so our staff can do learning communities with each other to enhance our data and learn from each other. So great things on the horizon.
All right, fantastic. Well, Paige, hey, great job.
Thank you.
I could tell you've been on the radio before.
A few hundred times. I had our own radio station in Gary.
Wow, so you're a professional, yeah.
No, not like you, but...
Pretty good, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Well, hey, look forward to your next visit, okay?
Thank you. I'll be back.
All right. Look forward to it. Paige McKnowtie was our guest today with the Tri-Township School Corporation. She became superintendent back in July, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, we'll see you on your next visit. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time on Sound Off. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us and voicing your opinion on this edition of Sound Off. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. Sound Off airs live every Monday and Friday, immediately following Update 12 News, and is available online after the show is over under the podcast menu at hometownnewsnow.com. Mark your calendar and join us again for the next edition of Sound Off, right here on 96.7 The Eagle.